Hey, so the other day I noticed that you walked across the street while you were looking on your phone, and I care a lot about you, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you about how I kind of think that's a little dangerous what you're doing, walking across the street. I know you may not think it's dangerous or whatnot, and sometimes you feel like you could be able to multitask, and that's cool, but I'm just trying to look out for you, and I think that walking while being distracted is pretty dangerous, because like even when you're feeling safe being distracted and walking while you're distracted can lead to injury, or you can end up getting hurt from somebody else's carelessness, not even your own. Because you can just never assume that everybody is always paying attention like 100% of the time. Kind of in a research article that I saw, 67% of pedestrians were hit by cars in New York City. Um, they had the walk signal. Whether or not they were distracted or not when they were walking is kind of irrelevant. But still, like even when you're in the right of way, people can still mess up, and accidents can still happen. So by walking and by being distracted on your phone, it can prevent you from being aware and kind of being in the moment. So also, while talking on the phone can also kind of impair. Kind of building off the last topic that I was talking about is talking on the phone can also impair your hearing. So whether or not you're texting on the phone, you can still kind of hear and kind of look up and see what's going on around you. But whenever you're talking on the phone and you're really focusing on the conversation at hand, um, it can kind of alter your ability to listen and kind of be in the moment as well. So you walk across the street talking on the phone, you might not hear that car coming on the phone side. You may hear something on like the non-phone side when you're walking across the street, but that side that your cell phone is on, um, it may cause you to not hear something that may be going on that side. So, and kind of building off of that, texting and walking and talking on your phone or texting on your phone can also be bad for like your physical health as well. Not so much just dangers from like other people, but it can also kind of affect the way that you walk. So there's also studies that have been done by orthopedic like institutes that that says that like looking down on your phone while walking or talking on your phone while walking also kind of impairs your gait mechanics and your ability to walk. So and as working as a physical therapist assistant, I see firsthand people's when people's gait patterns tend to change, it can alter way their muscles are firing, and ultimately leads to neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain, and hip and knee issues as well. So it's best to kind of be in the moment. Um, the CDC has this really cool program called Head Up and Phone Down that I think is really interesting, and that you should probably take a look at. So I just have a few bullet points of it right here. It says never walk while texting or talking on the phone. Kind of building off what we're saying, and if texting, move out of the way of others, on the sidewalk. So if you are walking down the street and you do get that important text from, like your significant other, your mother, your father, or a family member, it's okay to look down at your phone. That's why we have phones, to be able to communicate with people. But if you are walking down the street and you do get that important phone call or text, just step aside, pause, stand still, eliminate one distraction from that activity, so that where you can focus a lot better focus better on your surroundings while you're standing still, as opposed to while you're being mobile. So, and another couple things that Head Up Phone Down kind of talks about is kind of similar to what I've already kind of brought up, but these are just some really good bullet points that I feel like are very beneficial. So um, they also talk about being aware of your surroundings. Don't walk with headphones in your ears, because, like I kind of talked about earlier, that kind of impedes your ability to hear, things, traffic, cars, different machinery and animals. You never know what may be coming up on you. And so, lastly, before you cross the street, always look left, look right, and look left again before crossing the street, because you never know if a car may have like come and turned like in that split second that you turned your head to the other side. But I care about you a lot. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want to see you get hurt, especially if it's something that's really easily preventable, like just putting your phone down and picking your head up while you're walking.